Hi, this is a follow-up video to the previous one where we retargeted a MetaHuman to the standard mannequin in Unreal Engine. And at the end of that, everything was pretty much okay, but what we notice is that the character now is not really aligning their feet to the ground. If we run the solution as it was, we see our girl running fine, she's moving along, she's running. When she comes to here though, walking up the ramp for example, her feet are floating in the air, so it's putting the base, it's not aligning the feet to the ground. If we come here we can see she's got her feet sort of sloping at the ground. Now the reason for this is that we took out one of the important nodes on the character when we were building it to make it work better because of the changes between the two mannequins. What we'll do now is we'll fix that so that she does in fact do the right thing. So come into your solution and we want to find the blueprint for the girl. So we have Daniel ABP Manny, that was the one we copied and created. Okay, so Daniel ABP Manny. We want to open that up, so double click that to open it. Go into your blueprint, and you remember in here we had this control rig node, and we disconnected that, so this used to come through here. Okay, we want to reconnect that back again. So let's go there, put that up there, and to there. Okay, so this is how it was initially. However, if we run the solution now, we'll go back here and run the girl. We can see she's now skating. She's not in the Olympics, it's not the winter. Well, it's winter here, but we don't want her to skate, so that's not particularly useful. So there's two things we need to do here. The first thing is, I don't like using this isFalling variable. It doesn't seem to work particularly well. If you come down to the left hand side, and we see we have should move and isFalling. The should move seems to work better. So let's get the should move variable and use that one for the not instead. Okay. Now that's not going to fix it completely. It's still going to be a problem. Okay, but that's the first step we need to do. Okay. Next thing we need to do is to double click the control rig, and on the control rig we want to go and say, well, these are the steps that are occurring. Okay. And we see at the first step up here, we're doing, should we do the trace? Should we do the 1K trace? And we do a condition to say, should we do the 1K trace? Okay, and then if we don't, we set the offsets to 0, but we don't stop, we keep going. So we're going to do step B, step C, and step D. And of course, when we get to step D, we're going to lock the feet to the ground. But hang on, we're running, we don't want to lock the feet to the ground. Okay, so simplest solution, take these two conditions, this branch condition, copy that, come down to step D, and in between executing step D and continuing, we're going to put that node. Okay, so step 5 only gets executed if we're doing the trace. Okay, compile and run. Here's our girl, she's now running as we like, and when she gets to here, her feet are now planted on the ground. So she's now aligned to the ground when she stops, and she's not aligned to the ground when she's still running. Okay, there's a little sliding effect there. You may want to tweak that, I'm not sure. You can look at that, but not particularly concerning. But she's got her feet nicely planted on the ground when she's not moving. Okay, thanks a lot.